Hi, boys and girls. It's Mrs. Mahoney again. Today we're talking about the sense of touch. We've learned about other senses. Can you remember them? Right. We have sight, hearing, smell, and taste. And today we're going to talk about touch. So that will make 5 senses that we have learned about. So obviously, the main topic or idea of today will be the sense of touch. So repeat after me. I can identify the main topic. I can retell key details from the sense of touch. Good job. And let's get started. Okay. I want to know which part of your bodies you use for touch. Right. Your hands, your skin. Okay. Touch is not just something that we do with our hands, but it's something that we do with our whole bodies. So today I want you to listen to find out more about our main topic, the sense of touch. So here you can see a hand on the grass. The sense of touch or feeling is something you use almost all the time, whether you realize it or not. You are using your sense of touch right now, in fact. Your body knows whether you are sitting on something hard or soft and whether you are warm or cold. Remember that every sense has its own body part. You see with your eyes, you hear with your ears, you smell with your nose, and you taste with your tongue. But what do you use for the sense of touch? If you guessed hands or fingers, you're partly right. Your hands are the 2 body parts with which you touch things most of the time. However, you can touch with every part of your body. You heard it right. Every part of your body that is covered with skin has the sense of touch. So, our skin is the outer layer of our body. It can also be used to describe an injury when you scrape some skin off the top layer when you fall or brush against something rough. We've all had a skinned knee or skinned elbows. So we can feel with our skin. Have you ever jumped into a cold swimming pool on a hot day? You hit the water and splash. Suddenly you get a nice, cool, shivery feeling all over your body. That's because the skin on your back, legs, and arms is all touching the water. Here's a diagram of the nerves in our body. Your skin is able to feel because it contains nerves. Nerves are like tiny wires running through your whole body that carry messages to your brain. You can see we have nerves in our fingers, and nerves in our legs and feet, and all of our body, even our faces. If you get too close to a fire, the nerves send a message to the brain that something feels hot. If you make a snowball without wearing gloves, the nerves send a message saying that something feels cold. Although you feel something with every part of your body, some parts of your body have more nerves beneath the skin than other parts of your body. So you feel more with those parts. We say those parts are more sensitive. Your fingertips are very, very sensitive, which makes them especially good for feeling things. Each of your fingertips has about 100 nerve endings. So look at your fingertips. You might be able to see little lines, and you can touch your fingertips. They're very sensitive. Here's a foot being tickled with a feather. If you have any ticklish spots, like the bottoms of your feet, those are also examples of sensitive areas. Are you ticklish on your feet? If you are, that means your feet are sensitive to touch. Some of us are ticklish in our armpits too, and that would mean that you're sensitive under your arms. Here we can see different textures. You can use your sense of touch to feel the texture of things. So I have that word right here, texture. Say it with me. Texture. Good job. This means the way objects feel when you touch them. So if we look at the picture, we can see the different textures. This texture seems kind of sharp and pointy, almost like porcupine quills or points. And then this one it looks like it would feel kind of bumpy, but smooth at the same time. This one might feel very smooth because it's a glass container, so the outside might feel smooth. This kind of looks like a carpet, so it might feel a little bumpy, maybe scratchy, or super soft. I don't know unless I could really feel it. But they all have different types of texture. Some textures are pointy, scratchy, smooth, silky, soft. There's lots of different textures. To describe texture, we use words like soft and hard, wet and dry, or smooth, bumpy, and rough. For example, a feather is soft, like we saw in the last picture, the feather tickling the foot. So a feather's soft, but a rock is hard. What about knives and needles and scissors? What word do we use to describe the way those things feel? Yeah, they are sharp. And if something isn't sharp, we say it is dull or smooth. Okay, so here we see shish kebabs. That's a fun word to say, shish kebabs. So they're cooking over a grill or a fire, something of that sort. So it's food being cooked. Your sense of touch helps to protect you and keep you safe and healthy, thanks to your amazing brain and the complex web of nerves throughout your body. Your body has learned to react to certain types of feelings. If you have touched something that was too hot, chances are you will remember and you will never do that again because it hurt. It might have harmed your hand. Your memory of the burning sensation you felt the first time you touched something that was too hot helps to protect you or keep you safe from hurting or harming yourself again. Ever since people first discovered fire, they have needed to be careful not to get burned because a bad burn can be very dangerous. Sometimes you are ready to go outside and play, but then someone calls you back inside and says, "Put on a coat." If you go outside in the snow wearing only a t-shirt, then all the nerve endings under your skin will become very excited and sensitive, and you will feel cold, burr. You need to put on extra clothing, like a coat and a hat and a mittens, so your skin doesn't feel cold. Nobody likes to get a mosquito bite, and it's kind of hard, but you can see on the skin it's a little bumpy because when you get bit by a mosquito, it kind of maybe it gets swollen or a little bump. Nobody likes to get a mosquito bite. When a mosquito bites you, you feel an itch. The nerves in your skin make you feel itchy. The pain you feel when you get a bee sting or other injury is your body's way of warning you to be more careful next time. How many things can you feel right now? How many things are you touching? As with your other senses, your sense of touch is always ready to work, and you probably don't even think about most of the things you feel or touch during the day. But your nerves are certainly paying attention, and they'll be sure to let you know if something hurts, tickles, or itches. So we have lots of nerves in our body. It's actually a pretty cool thing. Our nerves can tell us if we need to put on a coat, if something is too hot, so we need to stay away from it. Our bodies are so awesome, and lots of things tell our brain to keep us safe. It protects us. All right. So, what was our main topic or main idea of today's read aloud lesson? Right, the sense of touch. So, we've talked about all of the senses. How can sense of touch keep you safe and protect your body from harm? Right, it allows your body to learn whether something can hurt you, if it burns you or causes you pain, and you learn to avoid that thing in the future. Okay. So we heard in the read aloud that you use your sense of touch to feel the texture of things. Say that word again. Texture. Yep. It means the way things feel when you touch them. I like to feel the sheets on my bed because they have a smooth, soft texture. I'm going to give you some objects and I want you to tell me what the texture is. Maybe it's a soft texture. Maybe it's a prickly or itchy texture. Maybe it's bumpy or sticky. I don't know, but use that word texture when you're trying to describe it. A bunny's fur. That is a soft texture. What about a bunch of thorns? Yeah, that would be a prickly, pointy, pokey texture. Your cheek. That's a smooth texture. Sandpaper. That's a rough texture for sure. A piece of tape. Yes, that's a sticky texture, but if you're feeling the other side of the tape, it might be a smooth texture. Alrighty, one last thing before I let you guys go. So we've been working with words with multiple meanings. That means a word might mean something, but it can also mean something else. So one of those words that has multiple meanings is the word skin. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys a group of 4 pictures with letters under them. Okay, in the read aloud, we heard every part of your body that is covered with skin has the sense of touch. So, what I want to know, let me bring it over to my 4 pictures. And let's see, I hope that you can see those with the letters. Okay, so I want to know which picture shows skin that covers your body. A, B, C, or D? Yes, A with the hand. That shows skin on our bodies. Skin can also have several other meanings. Skin also means to injure or hurt a part of your body, like your knees. Which picture shows a skinned knee? Right, B. She has a Band-Aid over her skinned knee. Skin can also mean to take the skin off of something like a fruit. Which picture shows an adult peeling the skin of an apple? Right, letter C. Good job. Skin can also mean the thin surface of something like a fruit. Which picture shows the skin of a fruit? Yes, D. That shows the skin of a fruit. Which fruit would that be? Yes, that would be an orange. Okay, now that we've gone over the multiple meanings for skin, I want you guys to just talk with each other to talk about the texture of things. So maybe you might talk about the texture and how the texture of the desk feels on your skin. Okay, so go ahead and talk about the textures of things on or inside your desk with your partner. And then you're going to complete your seesaw activities. For my home learners, you can talk about it with your families.